Aquarius, welcome to your end of March 2018 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. Let me the cards. I had to start over again because I didn't know which spread I was using. And even now I want to be very intentional while I am laying out the cards, because I've been using different spreads lately and I don't want to just lay out the cards willy-nilly. Some cards fell, so I'm going to do that. Oh, well, that's a great card. Okay, just let me gather up my cards. Flying all over the place. So this is a general forecast, obviously. I think I said that. So the heart of the matter is represented by the Four of Swords. You may be laying low for some reason. Some people may have a need for physical rejuvenation. So I could see even somebody with chronic fatigue syndrome. I feel like Pat Robertson. There's somebody in the audience who has chronic fatigue syndrome. But you may feel like you literally physically have to rest. You may be doing some soul searching and are not your usual social butterfly self. As an Aquarius, you may be separated from a partner and are deciding whether or not to get divorced. All kinds of good stuff. But it's a contemplative vibe, let's put it that way. It's not an exterior thing. It's more of like a thoughtful thing at the end of February, March. And the challenge card is the Three of Cups. So maybe some of you are in rehab watching this reading, right? Because this could be a card of doing too much partying. So maybe you're taking a break from that. And by the way, this card could also be about separating from somebody who is doing too much partying. And it can be, too, that you are deciding to spend more time alone because the people around you are not good influences. And I don't know how many of you know this, but in astrology, Aquarius rules the 11th house of friendships and groups. So that's, you know, all air signs, but particularly Aquarius tends to be very into that communal experience of getting together with different groups of people for different reasons. And you may find that you're like, wow, a particular social circle isn't doing it for you anymore. And it could be like, you know, maybe you're getting more serious and you're with people that are partying all the time and you just don't want to be part of that. The root cause is the Emperor card. So this is about taking charge of your own life. Maybe, you know what? Yeah, that's the ticket. You just had a solar eclipse in mid whatchamacallit, February. So Aquarius, you really are turning over a new leaf in a massive way. You know, a solar eclipse is a very powerful new moon. So this was in your particular solar return cycle. So some of you may be really revamping your life altogether, and this is just one area that you've kind of like are scrutinizing and saying, I don't think that I'm dealing with people that have my best interests at heart or are rubbing off on me in a good way. Also, the Emperor could be a judge. So again, if you're whoops, if you're dealing with any kind of divorce matters, maybe you're separated, you are probably, while you're separated, thinking, I think I will, after all, decide to go through with it, because that could be the judge, you know, the emperor. But also, this could be a situation with an Aries person. The emperor connects to Aries. So perhaps you have met somebody new that is more your type. So it could be anything along those lines. And by the way, I always associate the emperor with Capricorn. So somebody wrote to me and said, yeah, they did too. So, you know, maybe it's a Capricorn in your case. The advice is represented by the Seven of Wands. This is stand your ground. So this means that don't allow somebody to manipulate you. If you are in a situation where you are kind of distancing yourself from friends or a partner, like a spouse, don't allow them to kind of make you into the bad guy. If you are really and truly doing it in order to improve yourself, if you feel like there's something detrimental that is coming from their influence, don't let them do that to you. Because it can be a situation where somebody's trying to make you the one who's wrong. Actually, with the Three of Cups in reverse, this could even be like a lover's triangle situation where you are being placed in the position of perhaps your partner. I'm thinking you're the one that's the victim in the sense of being stepped out on, like cheating. Unless you are the person who is in a three-party relationship and you're waiting for somebody to leave their partner. And that's showing that it's an unhealthy situation, possibly. And the Seven of Wands is about not being a doormat, not just allowing other people to either manipulate you or to, you know, treat you like your doggy do, you know. You deserve better than that. And to fight for what's right, you know. And maybe there is a legal case coming up and somebody else is trying to make you as the bad guy. And you need to, like, really stand up for yourself. Now, what is coming into play is represented by the Six of Swords. So this sounds like you leaving that situation and going, and you're doing so because you choose peace. You don't want drama. You don't want to be denigrated, degraded, and it's you know, switch those people. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe the Aries person is the problematic person. And by the way, this Seven of Wands is a card that suggests somebody who is always trying to make you feel like you have to defend yourself. Like they accuse you of things that you didn't do, or they're always saying, why did you do this? Why did you do that? And you always feel like you have to explain who you are, explain why you're doing what you're doing. And that kind of relationship you may be trying to get away from, because that's what that could be suggesting too. Now, you could be going towards an air sign. You know, that Four of Swords could be an air sign. So like a Gemini, another Aquarian, a Libra, or somebody who's very airy, intellectual, that sort of person. And it's definitely, there's some kind of I think there's some kind of a love vibe, because this is the card of healing. Now, if you do have any kind of like autoimmune or or what do they call it? Like chronic fatigue. That could be a form of autoimmune, I think. But any kind of like thing where you feel run down and you've been feeling very tired and that you have to physically recuperate. This is a card of healing. This is a card of general positivity, a card of love, okay? And so whatever is going on for you, Aquarius, it sounds like the outcome is very positive. Creativity, love, children, joy, you know. So you may have been going through a time of contemplation leading to love and joy, okay? And this is the end of the month. This is like a snapshot reading. So obviously, or maybe I should tell you that I'm not intending for this to be all happening within 2 weeks, but just kind of the trajectory, okay, for what may occur if this resonates with you at all. And so there it is, Aquarius. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you'd like a private reading, the link to my website is below. Take care. Bye.